Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news about a man who's now facing breaking and entering charges in Kinston. Just before 11 p.m. yesterday, officers were called to the 1300 block of McAdoo Street for a breaking and entering. Now during the arrest, police say they discovered drug paraphernalia and cocaine on 44-year-old Joseph Ward. The Kinston man is being charged with breaking and entering, cocaine possession, and drug paraphernalia possession. He's currently being held in the Lenoir County Jail under a $2,500 bond. And now we want to turn our attention to the ongoing war in Gaza as peace talks really took a step back after an Israeli airstrike struck the Hamas leadership that was in Doha, Qatar, for those peace talks. NBC's Keir Simmons has more.
Hey there, good day to you. An Israeli official today saying that Israel does not always act in the interests of the United States. This has immediately become an international crisis. President Trump saying that when he learned that this Hamas office here in Qatar was being targeted, that he tried to warn the country, but that it was too late. The bombs were already falling on this city. Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel says that this was a targeted strike and that it was justified because Israel was targeting senior members of Hamas responsible for the October 7th attacks. Qatar is furious, though, describing Prime Minister Netanyahu as on a rampage and saying that they will take legal action against Israel. Also, most importantly perhaps, saying that the peace process cannot go forward like this, that it is shattered, at least for now. One Qatari spokesman telling me, how can it go forward if one of the parties involved are being bombed? We have been to the place here in Doha where those Israeli strikes took place. The building is blackened. The front of it is blown off. Hamas says 5 officials were killed, but not senior officials. Seemingly, this was a failed assassination attempt by Israel. Qataris warning Israel not to try it again.
Thank you very much, Keir, for that report. We now turn to your weather forecast. It's been a cloudy day so far, and we're going to finish it on a cloudy note as well because the clouds really are going to be sticking around for a whole nother day. Get ready again for more of the gray overhead. This is a look at what we've seen over the past few hours over eastern North Carolina. Of course, you are seeing cloud cover going in different direction. As far as rain showers go, so far the most measurable rain on the eastern half of the state is back actually towards Raleigh, so not even on the eastern side of I-95. We do have a few spot showers right now moving over the Pamlico Sound, but overall, again, not much there. It's been one of those drizzly, misty type of days. Here's a look at your air temperatures. Currently in the low to mid 70s. We've got air temperatures in the upper 60s to mid 60s for those of you watching closer to the Virginia line. But again, most of eastern North Carolina right now staying about 10 degrees below our seasonal average. Now, ironically, whenever we see cooler temperatures, normally we see a drop in humidity. Not the case today. We've actually seen a rise throughout eastern North Carolina, and that's putting our dew points back into, I wouldn't say a summer-like state, but certainly flirting with it, if you will. We've got mid to upper 60s dew point readings for many inland areas. As you get closer to the water, you're seeing more of the low 70s. As we head through the day tomorrow, we will eventually see a drop in that humidity. It will come thanks to the northerly winds, but it's really the low pressure system off the coast that is not only creating the northerly winds, really northeasterly winds, but it's also bringing in that humidity. Those low pressure systems tend to be kind of moisture magnets. So there over, you can kind of see just kind of that swirling coming down. Those low pressure systems rotate counterclockwise. So a northeasterly wind comes on the backside of that low. As that low moves out into the Atlantic, that's when we're going to see a better opportunity for some of that cooler and drier air that we always yearn for to truly make its place felt here in eastern North Carolina. But for today, tonight, And I would say tomorrow morning, the low pressure system is still going to be too close to eastern North Carolina to create any sort of major change. That change will happen through the day on Thursday. We'll be going to bed with less humidity than what we've got outside right now, but you'll really feel it early Friday morning, and that's when that humidity takes a nosedive. Back into that very comfortable fall-like air that we usually anticipate in October. Here we are talking about it in September for not even the first time. This has really been a fairly mild start to September, the start of meteorological fall, and it's going to continue through again this upcoming weekend as overnight lows will hold in the upper 50s for Friday night as well as Saturday night. That means the following mornings, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, will feel spectacular. I do want to highlight that we do have another chance of rain coming in for tomorrow, similar to what we've seen so far today, just light drizzle spots here and there. And then after that, we've got a better opportunity for rain coming in next week. Now, the area of low pressure that's going to be moving its way southward will stay far enough away from eastern North Carolina over the weekend to keep rain out of the forecast for now. If it does slow down in its southerly movement, though, that could possibly bring some coastal rain showers back to the forecast if that speed changes. But for right now, again, looking very clear and sunny and comfortable for both Saturday and Sunday. Well, that's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the, coming up at 7:10 a.m. with Jim and Gigi coming up tomorrow morning. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.